Buongiorno! Welcome back to the Italian campaign. So last video was turned out to be very long because that second battle kind of dragged on a bit. Let's see how long this is gonna be. We're fighting two British battlecruisers, Monarch class, one being very fast and having 8 16.3-inch guns, one having very big guns, 18.3-inch guns. 9 of them, but it's not as fast. So that's a very very substantial refit. They made it a lot slower, but gave it bigger guns in a completely different layout. Okay, fine. Could have just designed a new one. We are fielding the Daino and the San Andrea. Two rather new battleships. Have they been used in combat before? I don't remember. They're okay fast for battleships. 28 knots. They kind of qualify as fast battleships. And 4 of the Farnese class heavy cruisers. So yeah, let's go. So let's see how this is gonna go. It is day, it is cloudy. Let's see, where's the sun at? I guess that's it. So it's evening, basically. Oh, not yet, but it's gonna be. Veloce, you're just gonna form up with the other cruisers. And you're gonna, to begin with, let's just be boring and have you follow the battleships. Our cruising speed is 23.6 knots. I think that's where we're gonna be at. And I'm guessing those are the two battle cruisers we spotted first. Now we spotted the rest of the formation. Here we go, that's the original Monarch. That's not a bad looking ship. That's a pretty good looking ship. Other than, you know, some secondary weirdness, this looks like looks almost like a human could have designed it. I like it. And here's the refit, which is very much an AI design. But it's got big guns. And here's the entire flotilla, made up of mostly cruisers. San Andrea, we're gonna focus on that one. Daino, we're gonna focus on that one. And the cruisers, I'm hoping my own cruisers will just take care of them once they get closer. What kind of gun ranges are we looking at from those battle cruisers? This one has the 18s. 30.1. Probably Mark 2s. Maybe even Mark 1. Did I miss the range mark for the 16s? Yeah, only 19s, so I'm guessing Mark 2 or Mark 1. If the refit is from 1926, the original must be quite a bit older. Hitting something. I'm hitting something. Something is blowing up. It was a light cruiser that kind of got in the way. Yeah, that battlecruiser is zooming out at full speed. Okay. So now I need my my cruisers to start throwing out a wall of fire. That's a big hit on something. The battlecruisers are still being targeted. Not hit, but targeted. Okay. Let's select some targets for the heavy cruisers here. And I want them to just target things individually so that when they do miss, well, they might hit something. Big ships are still being targeted by my battleships. It's typically a good idea to double check if they're still targeting the ships you want them to target. You two fire AP. We got the first one identified any second now. I'm curious to see. Wow, Walache, you're taking a lot of fire. Audacious, you have been identified. Mark IIs. 2 powder 1, brick acid. Heavy shells, semi-AP, so they're gonna hurt a lot when they hit something. What else do you have? Coincidence 4. Oil 1, gear turbines. Actually decent armor. Okay. That's a very decently well-rounded armor layout. Could do with some more armor on the main gun turrets. 8.4 inches is kind of light. And the second one is not yet identified. We've seen the light cruisers before. How are you that fast with decent armor and decent main guns? If I were the British, I would just, when refitting the this Monarch class, I would just make the Mark II 16s Mark III and give them different main gun layout, and that'd be it. Okay, Veloci, you have suffered enough. We're gonna retreat. just coming straight for me, okay. Battleships, I want to speed up. Keep the retreat order. Destroy that ship, thank you. Next. Okay, you launched torpedoes at something. I don't know what, but you launched torpedoes at something. Next. These are the kind of cases where I really want to focus fire when I got light cruisers with lots of torpedoes coming in. And they're just throwing themselves at my line. Phoebe is almost down. Switch before it sinks. Not to waste time. Manchester is the next to die. Did not get your torpedoes off. I got one torpedo hit. I don't have a single ship with torpedoes, but I've been credited with one torpedo hit, so Eclipse next. Oh no, don't turn. Eclipse is gone. Cassandra. These cruisers are doing a heck of a job demolishing light cruisers. Sinking. Edinburgh next. Okay, both of my battleships get the Audacious. She either launched torpedoes or had them explode on her. Niobe sank from 7 torpedo hits. Those were not my torpedoes. Definitely not my torpedoes. How do you even manage that? Veloce is still alive. Audacious is feeling the burn. There we go. Very good hits. Everything is simply focused on that one battlecruiser. But the other gun modifier is not that problematic because most of my ships, or at least the battleships, have stereoscopic rangefinders and they all have radar now. Yeah, Audacious has had enough. Man, these cruisers are actually carrying this. We're gonna bother the Audacious a little bit more with the cruisers, and then switch back to snacking on some light cruisers. Suprema, Farnese. She's at such an angle now that, and I think also she's gonna sink. Yeah, she sank. Okay, battleships. Prince Consort. You've now been identified. Oh, they made it a lot slower from 38.3 knots, which is ludicrously fast, and with a decent armor scheme. We went down to 31 knots and no armor. Okay, we're gonna switch fire a little bit here, because these big guns are just gonna overpen that poor unarmored battlecruiser. I'm gonna just let the 9-inch guns take care of her. There we go. HE penetration from a cruiser. Are you enjoying that? With your stupidly... oh, your main guns have exploded. You're not actually dangerous anymore. Okay, you know what? We're gonna spread some fire to the ships that are actually firing back, and we're just gonna save the Prince Consort for last. She's just not worth focusing. Not with her main guns taken out. Goes down. A towel. Yeah, these don't have any armor either. So, okay, battleships, I know I told you to fire AP, but that was wrong. You're gonna fire HE. AP was right against the other battlecruiser, the good one. What kind of guns were those, though? Mark IIs. 2-powder Dunite. Okay, that's why you exploded. Dunite. You can slow down now. Cruising speed. Get some damage out. HE pen flooding from a cruiser. Yeah, we're gonna bring these in a little bit closer before they run out of ammo. San Andrea, Daino. Farnese. Okay, they got ships like all around here. Prince Consort goes down. I was fighting the Spanish, I found I needed a lot more penetration for some of their ships. But the British don't seem to like having armor. Stocking my ships with more HE would probably have been a good idea. We're gonna sink now. Pola Suprema Farnese. I kind of need to have my cruisers as the thumbnail now, seeing as they're doing most of the work. That's kind of cool. With my cruiser squadron engaging to the left, to the back, to the front. Surrounded. It means I can fire in every direction. And Medea will go down. You actually have armor. You have a main belt and an aft deck. Which is something, I guess. Pola. Can target the Hogue. This went much better than I thought it would. Daino actually did pretty good with her 16-inch guns. Pola 124, 96, 96. Okay. Yeah, Daino is leading the competition. And I think Daino just scored another 30,000 with that hit. Volace took some punishment, but overall I'm I'm very happy with this result. Now let's see what more we can do. This invasion is it's going somewhere. I want to pull these back. One of them is already in somewhere for a pair. Which one's that? Vesuvio? Where is Vesuvio? Let's see, Bastarda class. Helgoland. Okay. I guess you're just gonna be stuck there for half a year, being repaired by the Germans. Okay. Fine. Now, these guys, are they are ready to roll. We're gonna move them out. And what are we gonna get? Valletta or Theranakia? Yeah, I think you. I think you're my next target. The invasion barge fleet will just join in here, I guess. See, they're still around. Daino, San Andrea, let's see, where did the last cruiser go? Probably in some nearby port. Yeah, here. Mogadishu. Bulachi being repaired for 5 months, and this port is way over capacity. Oh, she could have gone here or here. Not that those ports are that big either. Or she could have just not gone to a port and I could have sent her somewhere manually. Building a couple of cruisers. That's fine. These are ready. Who are they gonna engage? Not this huge task force here. That is for sure. They cannot handle 5 battleships. They are cruiser killer type of ships. Sadly, I can't get out from here until I've taken Gibraltar. So my main line is just stuck in the Mediterranean for now. Let's see, are we getting any anything useful? Mark 5 9-inch guns. My cruisers are gonna love it. And we have Diesel 1. We're getting the Diesel 2. Let's see, minus 22.5 engine weight, minus 17.5. And more horsepower per ton. But I do think Brother Monroe said that he had nerfed diesels. Because they were kind of a no-brainer option in vanilla. Britain's head of Admiralty leader, Winston Cunningham, is suddenly replaced by John Madden. Okay. Guess I got the better of him. We have new cruiser hulls. It is tempting to design a new cruiser now, but I just cannot afford to build one. Unless Canada wants to buy one. Arabia and Ottoman Empire cancelled their alliance with Britain. Bismarck Archipelago is now independent. Ottoman Empire's new leader was found to support armed terrorists who disrupt the regional trade networks of Italian Empire, increasing the tension between the two countries. Italian Empire's government decided to launch a swift military operation to occupy southern Turkey, replace the local government, and pacify the region for the coming years. A task force of at least 118,558 total tonnage is needed to support the invading force. Not right now. I know that those conquest missions, they do reappear later on. So it's not as if we missed an opportunity forever. And I kind of need my ships to do other things right now than invade southern Turkey. Where did that huge British task force go? Is it hidden behind that cruiser? Or is it in port somewhere? I think it's hidden behind this cruiser, because that's where it was heading. And here we have 4 battleships, 3 lights, 13 DDs. And we're gonna invade North Borneo. That does not take a lot of tonnage. I think this will be enough for 100%. That means these brand new battlecruisers will need something to do, because I can't launch an invasion here at this turn. But I can send them here to fight a couple of battleships. I think that's possible. Britain is very content for some reason after just losing a bunch of ships. Okay, next month. Okay, Japan has joined the war on my side, and China has joined the war on my side. This DD is still gonna murder my transports. I now have new destroyer hulls. Alright. Lost some transports. %. How? Oh, because you got the massive battle fleet here. Well, let's make sure that battle fleet is no longer there. Oh, it is moving out. Need to up my transport building capacity. It's gonna cost me more money. Where did that huge British battle fleet go to? Is it one of these? Yeah, it's these guys. And they are heading where? I guess we can try that. 100% chance here. Okay, let's see if we actually get a battle now. There are so many British ships around, we should be able to get something going. Guess you're just gonna sail straight past these 2 battlecruisers. Let's put some ships on sea control so they can intercept. This is gonna cost me more money. But I've got a decent sized stash of cash, so might work out. Not a single battle. Not a single battle. And who knows where those... there they are. What about the other task force? There they are. They keep avoiding me. This game is kind of strange sometimes. Okay, let's just sail around and look for trouble. Now this this task force was heading up here somewhere. Let's see if we get something going again. Two meetings and a strike. No defense against enemy. No, we do have a defense against enemy. And the defense against the enemy is Duca de Costa. Let's accost this light cruiser. It's targeting my transports. Only 11 kilometers away. Now, is this one of those light cruisers with 0 armor, or is it one of those with some armor? It's going straight for my transports. Not sure if I can actually save them. Let's turn, it's got torpedoes. Yep. Those torpedoes are not gonna hit me. Let's try AP, see if we can get some flooding. Let's see, did you have armor? You have some armor. I do not have enough pen. Or do I? Well, you don't have much of an aft belt, but the fore and main belt is pretty pretty strong. Let's stay at auto shell selection. I think I can save all of my my transports here. Maybe some of them. It seems she's had enough. The Duca de Acosta has not been accosted at all by the Thetis, which now surrendered, not sinking a single transport. No defense against enemy. Yeah, right. Now, there were two meetings this is one of them. Dreadnought class, Dreadnought class, St. Vincent class, and St. Vincent class. These are the ones with all of the armor and 12-inch guns. These are the ones with the 14.4-inch guns and not that much armor. Zealous class battlecruiser, 10 16-inch guns. These are the ones with no armor. And a lot of other ships. How will the Gio Scottis fare against this lineup? We also have the recently refit Zara class. They should do well against the Donegal class heavy cruisers. I don't remember if it was the Donegal or the Endymion that had no armor. I don't think either of them had a lot. So the cruisers will probably snack on the enemy cruisers and DDs. Hopefully the Gio Scottis will do well against the enemy capital ships. We're gonna find out. This will be a big one. Okay, let's get the stuff organized. Gio Scotti, you're gonna join in with your sisters. Zara's, you're just gonna follow the battlecruisers to begin with. Now these DDs, they're kind of in a messed up formation. I would have liked to have all four of them lined up behind Carlo or Alberta. But as I cannot deploy my ships before the start of the battle, we're just gonna have to play the hand we were dealt. Drop down to cruising speed. Okay, let's find some targets here. And two of those battlecruisers that I think will be my primary targets. Furia, Marquesa, Galatea, and Gio Scotti. These are your targets. And I know those battlecruisers we're targeting do not have the greatest armor, so you are free to just fire HE, if you please. Okay, we are in torpedo range here. Pretty much. That is a target, I think. You're gonna smoke and launch when you see fit. Torpedoes are on their way. Turn your guns off. Might not prevent you from being spotted, but it might also prevent you from being spotted. Okay. We're just gonna focus on these, I think they are battleships. Yeah, they are. Aggressive launch on. These are 20-inch torpedoes only, so not the biggest torpedoes. But they should still do plenty of damage. You've launched. You've launched. You've launched. Now all you detach. And go away. I might bring you back later, but also time to select some targets for the cruisers. I want a pretty wide beaten zone with 9-inch guns. These torpedoes are actually not looking too bad. We're gonna get a lot of hits. Oh, we got one. Frame rate is not really digging all the stuff that is going on. I think we missed the battleships. But we're hitting some cruisers. Okay, let's reform you. You are Division 4, alright? Yeah. Pilota Bronzetti, you're done. Get out. What are you guys doing? We got 3 fully operational DDs left. Could do another torpedo run. When they're ready. I think that is one dead DD. Pilota Bronzetti. Okay. Cruisers need to focus fire now. What are you guys doing? Is it that difficult to sail in a straight line, one following the other? It's not as long as you're not just dying. Guess I should be happy. We're after you had no armor. Yeah, that's not the Endymion class, that's the other one. That's the Endymion class, you also have no armor. Okay. None of their armored cruisers have armor. They are, in fact, unarmored cruisers. Somehow, Pilata Bronzetti is still alive. I don't think she's gonna be alive for much longer. The enemy really wants her dead. We got the Queen Mary and the Zealous. Bronzetti went down. That's a small price to pay. Now these guys are ready for another go. As soon as their smoke is back, which is very soon. As soon as they manage to form a somewhat normal formation. These guys are also not having much much luck forming a normal formation. Can't seem to make up their minds what the order of battle is. See, yeah, you did not have any armor. My accuracy is not as good as I wanted it to be. Need to clear out some of the chaff and then get my battlecruisers closer. Now the DDs, they're gonna go in. They're gonna launch some torpedoes straight into the fuzzball, for lack of a more descriptive term regarding the enemy formation. Let's see, can I get a good thumbnail out of these battlecruisers? Let's get some more firing. That's a decent shot, I think. Aiming for the stars. Like so. Alright. Let's play with some torpedoes. Smoke is on. We have torpedo range. Fusilera. Guglielmo Pepe. Carlo Alberto. Hopefully that should result in a decent spread of torpedoes. Okay, you are done. You may evacuate the battlefield. We're lagging just a little bit. What if I bring my heavy cruisers in closer and use them to take out the battlecruisers? Might not be a terrible idea. Roma. Trieste. You have just enough penetration, if you load AP, to go through the main belts. .2 guns on the DDs. Monarcha is taking a lot of fire because she's unable to sail in a straight line for some reason. Okay, let's actually worry a little bit less about these capital ships for now, because the enemy seems to have gotten it into their minds they should just charge straight towards me. In that case, I just need to take out whoever is closest. Uh, 16s are not really hitting much. I say, as they hit and do a lot of damage. And no, those torpedoes didn't hit anything. I should have gotten a little bit closer so I could have aimed them towards the capital ships. Aurora, start. Torpedo hits. Maybe they did hit something. Is that one of mine? Are my torpedoes that slow? Find out post game when we'll look at the damage numbers from the DDs. Okay, Monarcha, you are done. You're gonna detach. Just go home. And hopefully not sink from that hit, which you might. Okay, they do have some long-range torpedoes. What the heck? Did you also get torpedoed? Or something? Did you just get smacked by battleships? Torpedo hit. Torpedo hit. Yeah, they do have DDs with long-range torpedoes. I did not know they had that. 11.9 kilometer. 12.5. Okay. I should probably have checked that. It's a bit late now. My battlecruisers are safe. I was gonna turn these around, but at this point I might just want to send them home. Yeah, we're scoring big hits on the capital ships at least. Bonaventura, you can keep targeting that ship. Range on my secondary guns. So I should be able to target the DDs before they actually get a good launch on my ships. Okay, you guys are just being silly. Bonaventura, you're gonna detach. You two, you're gonna go home. Been a bit much Italian wine on the bridge, I think. Sportive. There you go, Sportive is starting to take hits from the 4-inch guns. AP against Proserpine. Liverpool goes down. Blonde goes down. Sportive goes down. Tusk. They're gonna go down. Onslaught. They're gonna go down. Monarcha went down. Where did you sink? There? Yeah. She got focused a bit much. Let's take on the ones that are actually closest. And see if we can knock out some more British ships here. They're being very, very aggressive. Which is actually kind of refreshing to see. My battleships are run out of battlecruisers are run out of HE. The AP seems to be working fine. Tuscan. Light cruisers are being deleted. Which is good to see. Redoubtable. You guys are battlecruisers are not really in range, so we're gonna keep taking out the light cruisers. San Bonaventura is in good shape, so she can screen. Once more of these light ships are taken out, I can get closer to the heavy ships. Okay, can you just pen Nottingham? Can you launch torpedoes? More flooding. Not worry about the DDs that are out of torpedoes. They're not that dangerous. Yeah, Nottingham is probably gonna sink on her own at this rate. There we go, that's one DD about to be dead. Down to one fully operational heavy cruiser. Which is not looking so fully operational anymore. It's taking a lot of fire. But she's also dishing it out. Gio Scotti, Galatea. Marquesa and Furia. Okay, we're down to AP on the main guns on San Bonaventura. Being too effective against DDs. There we go. Yeah, I think that's time to get out. Cruiser screen not quite as effective this time around as in the previous battle. Well, they were facing a lot more fire. And some unfortunate torpedoes that I just didn't count on. That was my fault. Let's take out these light cruisers with the battlecruisers. Then get closer. I think San Bonaventura is also gonna sink. There's not that much I can do about it. That's okay. Two heavy cruisers is not the end of the world. Especially if we can actually take out some of these enemy capital ships. Then I will happily count this as a win. Tuscan is out of torpedoes anyway, so she's no threat. Got these in the back here. Now, Gio Scotti, you can now switch to Hood. On Iphigenia. Secondaries on Tuscan. Just because she's in range. Arc also sink. Jupiter. Your next target, Galatea. Yarmouth is close to dead. And there goes Iphigenia. There went Iphigenia. There goes Yarmouth. Traded some of my cruisers for some of theirs. These are actually more expensive than my Zara class heavy cruisers, so I'm okay with this. Cricket has torpedoes. Is she in range of any secondaries? Almost. Tuscan is in range. There we go, flash fires on Queen Mary. Yeah, there's something wrong with that battlecruiser, Britain. The turrets came off. Serious design flaw. Jupiter goes down. One battleship dead. Okay, may now switch to cricket. Gio Scotti is taking some damage. Not super serious. Two battleships firing at that battlecruiser. Two battlecruisers. Sorry, excuse me. Guess it ended up being 3. Let's go AP on the secondaries. Get some flooding going. Maybe. What kind of armor do you have? 0.9. There we go. Hits are being scored on Zealous. Jupiter has sunk. Queen Mary is nothing to worry about at the moment. They've all decided they want to kill Gio Scotti. My favorite towel boy. Can't allow that. Scotty can just kill some cruisers on their way out. Yeah, mostly all depends on Zealous, because she has no armor, and I have no HE remaining. As mentioned, I did design my ships with a focus on AP because, well, I'd just been fighting the Spanish and some of their very heavily armored battleships. Or I guess the battleships weren't heavily armored. Something was heavily armored. Guess it's kind of the thing where you're always preparing to fight the last war. I'm always designing my ships to fight the previous enemy. Okay, Scotti, you can slow down. And come broadside. I think you're out of harm's way. You had actually decent armor, so AP's not too bad. But HE would be so much more effective against this. Because I've got more than enough pen to go through that with my HE and score HE penetrations for both flooding and massive damage. Sounded like something got hurt, but wasn't any of mine. Let's go to ×5. Things are a little bit less hectic now. Thunder ate some damage. Now they're all focusing the Marquesa. Zealous, your ammo has also exploded. So maybe I should just ignore you for now. Actually, Fura, you can finish off the Thunder. What was that? Looked like Gio Scotti was flash firing, but she wasn't taking any hits or taking any damage. So that was just something weird. And is that the end of the Thunderer? I think it might be. No, not quite. That might be the end of the hood. I can get a little bit closer now. Accidentally got too far away again. Yeah, they're actually pumping out the damage now. Both enemy battlecruisers are still alive. Ironically saved by their lack of armor. Main deck 4 inches. .9 main deck. Yeah, the ones with the 14-inch guns have a lot less deck armor. Don't have that much ammo left. Luckily, their entire task force has been so slowed down that I can actually retreat if I want to. Albemarle. Some mean hits. That should be the end of the Thunder. That might be the end of the Albemarle. That was the end of the Thunder. Furia, Donegal. Marquesa, Redoubtable. Okay, Galatea. Kill a cruiser or something. Accidentally issued a move order instead of a targeting order. That happens. Okay, so we sunk quite a few battleships now. That is nice to see. You love to see it. And that is Redoubtable going down, I'm pretty sure. They might control it at the last second, as they often do. Okay, so took a hit just before we sank that that battleship. Okay, we need to actually start taking care of these DDs. Because Theseus is dead. All I have is AP. But that will have to do. Actually, let's sink Queen Mary with my remaining ammo. And just not worry about the DDs. I want to kill me some battlecruisers. If I can. Oh, no ammo left. Well, some of them have some ammo left. It's just not much. So, both of their battlecruisers survived. Battleships did not. But all of my battlecruisers survived. Most of my heavy cruisers survived. If battered. Very battered. Let's just get my remaining squadron far enough away that we can disengage. And I will be back with you when that happens. And end. Yeah, we lost one heavy cruiser and one DD. For 31 ships sunk, including 5 battleships. 7 heavy cruisers, 9 light cruisers, and 10 DDs, and 2 very heavily damaged battlecruisers. So I will chalk that up as a win. As it turns out, let's see. Torpedoes. are my DDs. There you go. 12,000. One torpedo hit. 11,000. One torpedo hit. No torpedo hits. So I scored 2 torpedo hits. So 3 of those torpedo hits I was credited for are not my torpedoes. It tends to happen. Hood with her 12-inch guns did quite well. Jupiter 14s. The enemy battleships did quite a lot of damage, as did the battlecruisers. Well, at least the Queen Mary. San Bonaventura did more than anyone could expect of her. So, quite proud of her. Well, I think that's it for this episode. It was quite a long battle. I didn't really expect it was gonna drag on that long. I thought I would either just gun them down in no time, or kill a few and get out. So, accidentally another extra length episode. Invasion barge fleet. No, I don't want this. Failure. I guess we're getting that meeting. Next episode. This is gonna be a runaway type of battle, because my invasion barge fleet and these old Austrian battleships, certainly not up for this. Well, goodbye and take care.